the Island Oceans Trot Series Grassroots, lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It's post time for race 2. This race is presented by JD Marine and Diving, and so the trotters are lining up. They are on gate. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Along for the ride. Striking Pride. Bert's Legacy. Oliver Ride. Starting gate. Wings round the turn. Entering the stretch. Now approaching a start. The rough and trotting Oliver Ride comes from the outside to lead them into the turn. Racing second along for the ride. Then from the outside, that's Striking Pride third. Fourth one around the turn will be Bert's Legacy. So they're over to the opening eighth, and it's Oliver Ride for John Davidson by 2. From the outside, Striking Pride is second. Along for the rides in the pocket third. Trailing fourth, that is Bert's Legacy. So along the backstretch, approaching the opening quarter, Oliver Ride will get him there. Striking Pride takes a seat now second. Third around the turn is Along for the Ride. Gapped out and trailing fourth is Bert's Legacy. 28-3 opened it up. On past the 3/8 they go, and it's Oliver Ride, the fraction setter. In the 2-hole, that's the heavy favorite, Striking Pride. With the leaders third, that's Along for the Ride. Then the trailer fourth is Bert's Legacy. They're halfway home, led by Oliver Ride. Racing from second is Striking Pride. Along for the Ride into the turn third. Trailing fourth, Bert's Legacy. 57-3. Incredible fractions in here for this very compact field. And Oliver Ride, serious leading for Davidson. Second is Striking Pride, racing from third. That's Along for the Ride, and offside in the backfield goes Bert's Legacy. 3/4 next. Oliver Ride getting him there. Striking Pride is coming to the outside now second. Along for the Ride third. Bert's Legacy fourth. 3/4 in 1. 28 flat. They're down to an eighth of a mile left to trot. Oliver Ride at the rail. Striking Pride is right alongside him now. Third at the inside. That's Along for the Ride. Down the stretch they come. 3 of them across the track. Striking Pride on the outside. Along for the Ride at the rail. Striking Pride and Campbell on the line win. Along for the Ride was second. Oliver Ride third in 1:58.4.
Okay, 14 degrees with a 1 second variant for the wind. And wow, nobody told the trotters this weather here today and the wind, because they just put together a hot July mile here tonight. What an incredible mile here. Oliver Ride and John Davidson, they left off the gate really hard. They got to the front before the turn. They were crossed over to the lead. So he left off the gate really well, but hot fractions, 28-3, half 57-3, 128. Mark Campbell had his intentions set on the front, but had to go to plan B. Sat the 2-hole, pulled pocket at the 3/4 pole, and drove right on by down the lane to get it done here. 158-4, an incredible mile here tonight in the off track. 1 second variant due to the wind, but Striking Pride, 4-year-old mare by Strike and Lindsay, gets it done. 158-4, an incredible mile here tonight in the Island Oceans Trot Series Grassroots.
Striking Pride arriving at the second race. Winner's Circle trotting Bay Mare 4 by Striking Lindsay. Off the Amigo Hall Dam, How Much Pride, owned by John Bro, Jillian Furness, and Paul Morrison. Trained by Paul Morrison, driven to victory by Mark Campbell. Top of the mile at 158 and 4. Striking Pride in the Island Oceans Trot Series.